Can you tell the story from when you first met Pop Pop to when you guys got married?
Well, where did I meet him? Oh, met him in the bar
The bar?
near for the, what do they call that? I don't even remember now. Were they on base? I was in the Air Force, and I had just gotten to England
Mm-hmm.
and went out to the officers. I don't know what you call it. No, I can't think. But anyway, it was kind of a bar. You'd go have a drink and that. That's where I met him.
Mm-hmm.
And that was in November.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think. I don't remember exactly when after. It was a very whirlwind. We got married in February.
Huh.
So I'm not sure about the date or anything, but he wanted me to go to the PX to get something for his mother for Christmas, so it had to be before Christmas, I
Right.
believe. And while we were there, we went to the jewelry counter, and we were looking at a ring.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, by that time, probably half the people in our hospital who were there shopping already knew.
Right.
So that's basically it.
Well, what did he say when you got to the jewelry counter?
I don't remember. I probably was totally flabbergasted.
Did he just say pick
I wonder
one?
why he wanted to buy his mother a ring. I don't really know. Well, I was literally surprised. I had absolutely no clue.
Because you had just met him the day before, right?
Almost. He was a fast mover for sure.
Oh, that's for sure.
Yep.
Mm.
And that's how it was.
Oh, that's a very...
And then he left
Yeah.
not even 2 months later.
Oh, that sounds about right.
Yep.
I'm going to say...
Just like everything, I'm going to put a stamp on things to make sure it didn't get lost somewhere while he went traipsing somewhere else.
Huh.
Yeah.
So how, after Pop Pop passed away, like, how did you feel about not having, I guess, like, someone to constantly be around, or, you know, how did that feel losing him, and, like, what helped you adjust?
You know, I don't really, I never really minded being alone after that, and I worried about it because I thought I would be. But I really, really wasn't. I was comfortable. I always felt like, you know, he was here. Even now, I never feel like he's left. He's kind of here every night. You know, I say goodbye or good night to the picture and everything. And sometimes early on, not so much now, when I get very frustrated, I turn this picture down and it's, you know, just what was he thinking? But, you know, to this day, I'm comfortable here with him and things. I miss the things we used to do. I loved, you know, sitting out in the yard, the two of us, enjoying. He loved this place. And then he had the nerve to up and leave me about 4 years ago and go on his merry way.
Right, it was very selfish of him.
Yes, it really was.
But at least you have me, right?
What?
At least you have me, right? Your favorite?
You will always be my favorite Alyssa Rose. There will never be another Alyssa Rose.
Your favorite grandchild, yes. Yes.
In the end, this is what this is all about.
Yep. Always has been.
Yeah.
After all this time, what is, like, your fondest memory of your sisters and your mom and your dad and your brother, if you have, like, a family memory with all of them together?
One of the things that I loved Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
With my family at home.
Mm-hmm.
And if I think back to family, I would say that was probably number one. Mm-hmm. And we were very church-oriented back then. It was a time of depression. Mm-hmm. And so everything was, pretty much family.
Yep.
And that's changed a lot, of course. But that's what I would remember. Family, friends, the way life was back then.
Right. When things costed a nickel and you could buy a house for a dime.
I don't remember that when I was young. I could care less. Somebody else was paying the bills, so
right.
I just lived in it.
If you had anything to say after you passed away, you're not here anymore, if you had something to say to your family or specifically me, your favorite, the one that you would really want to talk to, right? What would you want to say?
Well, I just not too long ago, I want them to remain a family. I would love for them to stay close, to know even if I'm not here that they're not going to leave one or the other out, that they would get together, that they would help each other, that the grandchildren would know each other. That was some of my days that I think about even now, like when Andrew was little. They were little guys.
Oh, my Lord.
And come here when we first moved into this house.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was, they brought their friends, they slept on the floor, and fishing, playing water, volleyball, and all. It was just a close time, and the kids, I think, really liked each other.
Yeah.
And as we get old, I'd love for them to stay close too, as they get older, and that they get to know each other and their nieces and nephews. Maybe get together, Sometimes I know it's hard even once a year, but at least, every couple of years, try and do a family reunion. We had a couple of those, and they were great. So just to stay together, be together, love each other. And if you can't do that, like each other.
That seems very hard for our family even now.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's true. So anyway, it's really pretty much all about family. But, to know that the doors here are always open. There are times I wish I had locked it, but no, pretty much. Basically family and friends. Our friends really are family. That's yourself. And that's it. That's my story.
It's a very beautiful story.
Very simple.
I love you, Ahma.
I love you, Miss Rose.